Hello everyone, you're welcome to today's video, and today we're going to be talking about tips you may like to know if you want to sing opera. Okay, so here are the tips, but first, before we begin, I'd like to let you know that opera singing is totally different from contemporary singing. All right, because opera singing places a high demand on your vocals. What do I mean? Back in the days, you don't need a mic to be heard. Okay, so when you sing opera, you have to project a lot so people in the hall can hear you without a mic. All right, these days, a lot of opera singers use mics. Opera, you have to play by the rules of the game. Yes. So in contemporary singing, you have freedom to stylize the way you want to, even to change the notes if you want to. That's if you're not a background singer. Okay, you have freedom to sing with various kinds of tones. Yes, I made a video on tones. If you don't know what tones are, it's the timbre, the color of your voice. We have different kinds of tone. Just by shaping the larynx and the muscles that coordinate singing, you can get different kinds of tone, distortion, breathy tone, nasal kind of resonance, yeah, and so on and so forth. All right, so that's what you need to know. Opera singing places high demands on your vocals. Back in the days, they never used to have mics. When opera singers sing, they have to project in such a way that everybody could hear them. All right, and they don't have the liberty to sing head voice and so on. It's all full voice all the way, all the way. All right, so here are the tips. Here are the tips. Number one, I just mentioned it, tone, the timbre of your voice. Okay, so this actually means the color of your voice. We have different colors of the voice. We have breathy tone, like maybe I want to go, I love you. You see, I sang that in a breathy tone apart from the I in the beginning. I love you. You see, the rest is in what we call like a falsetto, okay? And we have like distortion. I love you, yeah. You see, I love. Have you heard people sing like that? Yes, that is distortion. Okay, I'm not going to talk about these tones in this video. Just want to give you an example of tone. So we have also the nasal kind of tone. You may hear a lot in jazz kind of singing, especially when they want to bring in that character. Did you hear that? A kind of nasal kind of tone used in that part of the song, just to add a character, some character, and so many other tones you can have. Okay, so number one is the tone. In opera, usually they lower the larynx. Okay, not all the time, because I'll tell you something about lowering the larynx. When you lower the larynx, the frequency you're producing, the sound you're producing, loses some of the brightness at the top, the high frequency. So what you're having is a kind of dark tone, a tone that is not really bright. Yeah. So what do I mean? Now, if you wanna sing with a lowered larynx, it may not come just like that. Okay. So what you need to do is feel what happens here when you sing with a lowered larynx. So first off, there are two ways to do this. So you have to move this larynx. So if you place your hand here and swallow, you feel it actually move. It goes up and goes back down. Okay, that's not the tone we're looking for. The tone we're looking for is down. All right. In opera, you can sing with either the neutral level or lower it a bit down. All right. So if you yawn, it goes down. Another way to make it go down is imagine sniffing maybe flour. You go, yeah, it goes down. Okay, so when you sing with the lower larynx, you're singing when the position of the larynx is lowered, and that gives you a kind of character. Yeah, kind of a character. For instance, Silent Night. You see that? As opposed to a neutral level, Silent Night. Okay, so it gives you that kind of yeah, gives it more character. But like I said, it depends on the tone you're going for. If you're singing an opera, you have two options to sing with the neutral level, or neutral level means, neither up nor down. All right, and the lowered larynx is another option. Okay, if that's the tone you're going for, or a mixture of both. All right, so they both work. Another thing is number 2, vibrato. So if you are ending a line, it's most likely to end with vibrato. Okay, so opera singing is a kind of style you'd have a lot of vibratos, yeah, at the end of every line. That's why genres differ. There's some genres like contemporary singing, you don't have to have vibrato at the end of every line. Sometimes you don't need to do anything. Sometimes you bend the notes, maybe riffs or runs, yeah. But in opera, it's different. Lots of vibrato, especially at the end of every line. Also, opera singing has a wide dynamic range. We've been talking about range. I talk about it all the time because it's very important. You see, we have loud, we have soft, right? We have very loud, we have very soft. We've talked about these things in previous lessons. So you can have hello, 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 hello. In opera singing, they explore almost all the range. That's amazing. So opera singing is just amazing, and it's not flexible. You have to stick to the rules. Okay, you have to stick to the rules. Another thing that's coming to my mind is opera singing has a wide range. It's different from dynamic range. Okay, dynamic is softness and loudness. What I'm talking about range is how high you can sing and how low you can sing. Okay, so because when you're listening to opera singing, there comes a part, the notes move a lot. So there comes a part of the song where it seems like everything is climaxed and got louder, and also the notes get higher, and so on and so forth. Okay, so these are some of the tips for you. Okay, let's try some demonstrations. Okay, so first off, remember I talked about tones. Okay, so you don't want to lower your larynx too much because you want to keep your voice in a relaxed state. It depends on what you want, but just know that the lower your larynx goes, the less relaxed your tone will be, or your voice will be, or you will feel. All right, so I think the best is the neutral level. Okay, so for this purpose, I'm going to lower it just a bit because I just want to give it a little bit of that kind of character. Okay, so let's try this. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round your virgin mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. Okay, so that part I sang, sleep, I think that's the part I need to make it climax in terms of volumes. Okay, so you can go, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. Something like that. So for the females, exactly the same thing. It works the same way. So for your tone, you can sing with a level larynx for a brighter, more relaxed state, or a lowered larynx for more character, but it's not so relaxed as the neutral level, and but it will give it character. Definitely would. All right, and also remember vibrato at the end of every line, your dynamic range, and also your range. Yeah, so let's try. I'm not naturally a female singer, but I'll just try to show you an example. Okay, using the same song. Christmas is around the corner anyway, so why not? Let's use the same song. So silent night, Sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace. Woo! Wow. Okay, so that's an example of the female one. And by the way, in singing operas where you need like a good control with your breath, because there are times you don't need to take in breath for a really long time. Opera singing is really, people actually go to school to study opera because of the rigidity of its nature. It's not, like I said, as flexible as some other genres. Like, for instance, if we have like jazz or maybe rhythm and blues and so on and so forth, you have freedom to either sing on the beat or not. Okay, for instance, if I'm singing Silent Night, Holy Night. You see, right now I'm singing exactly where the beat requires me to sing, but I can sing away from the beat or sing it closer. Silent Night, Holy Night. That's what we call phrasing. Okay, I sang it a bit late, okay, but it needs to be tastefully done so it doesn't sound like it's wrong. Okay, so let's do it again. Silent night, holy night. Did you hear that? Or you can sing closer. Silent night, holy night. Right now I'm singing with a level larynx. Okay, so that's one freedom you could have with some other genres, which is not opera. Okay, what other freedom do you have? Like I said, you have freedom of singing maybe a head voice, chest voice, and so on and so forth, the mixture of the registers. But in opera singing, it's almost like you're singing with one tone. When you go up, like I said, it places a high demand on your vocals. You push. You remember I said in the beginning that back in the days, you have to sing out loud so your voice could be heard, because they didn't have microphones then. Okay, so head voice, silent night, holy night. No, in opera you don't do that. You sing silent night and so on. Okay, so you sing with chest voice, yes, and when you're going up, there's a little bit of push. A little bit of push. That's why I said it places high demand on your vocals. Is there anything left? I think these are the tips. These are the tips you need if you want to start singing opera, or you have a play, or you want to, just change up a little bit and sing opera instead of the usual contemporary singing. So I think that's it from me. So now you know, if you want to sing operas, these 4 tips, I hope they come in handy and help you to sound a little more operatic when you are singing. Have a nice day and bye-bye.